The past century has provided some of the most eventful moments in history. We've witnessed multiple wars, political movements, and technological advancement. Through the rapidly changing decades, fashion has reflected it all, from the refined corsets of the early 1900s to the casual clothing of today. In the first few decades of the century, the rise and fall of the economic climate was felt throughout the United States. During this time, men and women struggled to support themselves and their families. In addition to this, World War II had begun to take its toll on people around the globe. As a result, sensible clothing was popular during this time, as well as uniforms for both white and blue-collar workers. Before this time period, however, women's clothing had undergone a major reconstruction with the extermination of Edwardian fashion. Instead of the more modest dresses worn in the very beginning of the century, many women embraced styles that empowered them and their rights. One of the most well-known styles being the loose-fitting flapper dress that ditched the feminine style of the past. At the end of the war, fashion took a turn once again and incorporated extra fabric in some of women's popular clothing. The restrictions on rationing fabric played an important role in trends like pleats and ruffles. Into the mid-part of the century, feminine styles returned in a more glamorous light. Another major change in fashion came along during the Civil Rights Movement. It not only sparked debates and changing viewpoints of the country, but encouraged a more colorful wardrobe as well in bell-bottom pants, platform shoes, and, for the first time in American history, black hair was seen not just as a political statement, but a fashionable one as well. Into the more recent decades, fashion slowed its roll through more subtle trends. Working women of the 80s were often seen in a power suit, yes, the ones featuring the infamous shoulder pads, and as popular seen on celebrities like Michael Jackson and Madonna, began the rise of leather jackets, pants, skirts, and more. The Y2K era of fashion implemented trends of its own through the rise of media popularity. Models and celebrities alike were seen in the grunge aesthetic that featured dark denim and midriff tops. More commonly seen today in the last few decades have been juicy couture tracksuits, athleisure, and the renewal of previous decades' styles and trends.